おばんです。ずんこです。今回もタロス2やっていきます。
The next area you're going to is... Honestly, it's better if you see for yourself.
これは相関ですね。
Hello there, Byron. What can I do for you?
I don't know if I got through to Athena. Things are going very wrong in this city, and she has to do something about it.
Does she?
Who else are they going to listen to?
Well, I don't know. How about you?
I'm an explorer, Cornelius, not a leader. I don't know how to convince anyone.
So? Do you think Athena and I are somehow different? We're just people, Byron. We're no wiser than you are, just a little older.
今回のギミックはアクティベーター。範囲内のものを起動させる意味な気がするんですが、バリアは停止してますね。アクティベーターはアクティベーターを起動させることができます。なかなかやってきよるギミックです。
I just wanted to say that I appreciate the work all of you have been doing. I know I'm not a natural leader like Byron, but it means a lot to me that you've stuck with me.
What's up, 1K? Both? What do you think? It's the faces, isn't it? Human faces are just kind of uncanny. Maybe I should have called this place Uncanny Valley.
アクティベーターの連鎖はイメージが難しいですね。 このままだと全然届きません。どうしましょうか。ひらめきましたが、壁越しとはまた厄介な。
I must admit, these truly are astonishing sights. But what on earth is any of it good for? Why not just let mountains be mountains?
Okay, listen, I wanted to ask you something. From your perspective, as someone who's still new to our society, do you think New Jerusalem betrayed Athena? A harsh, simple answer. I approve. When I think about the state New Jerusalem is in, he's put us all in danger. I don't know if he really believes in the goal or if it's just a convenient myth, but I don't care. This is not how you build a living civilization. I don't know. I suspect he's around here somewhere, biding his time. But what he's waiting for, not a clue. Yes, of course it is. I'd like to help make New Jerusalem the city it was meant to be. And then I'd like to help build new cities. On Earth and up there too. Cities nobody's ever imagined before. Because there's no effort involved. Building a better world means taking responsibility. It means making choices and living with their consequences. Surrendering to nature is just letting go.
忘れ。どちらにせよダメだったやつ。こんな積み方ある。できると思って遮られるのつ。アクティベートしたものをさらにジャマーできるんですね。というか移動台も邪魔はできたんですね。
touch the bridge device?
You can, but should you?
Okay.
キューブに乗ってから置けばいいのに。
Athena created something amazing. They just misunderstood what it was. They thought their great invention was the megastructure. But in fact, it was Miranda. And because they couldn't see that, they lost her. We have made a fascinating discovery at one of the Founder's laboratories. Please join me at your earliest convenience. Ah, 1K. Good that you're here. We've made a discovery. A functional somnodrome. It seems the Founder perfected the design. I'm sure you've noticed my advisors, and Rand in particular, making quite a fuss about the potential of this device. Something about interfacing with one's subconscious self, as if such a thing could tell us anything new. You think so? I rather doubt it. I believe the Founder has already taught us everything we need. As I see it, neither the Somnodrome nor the megastructure have anything to offer except a lesson in avoiding hubris. So, what should we do with it? I've no doubt that's what my chief aide would prefer. My own view is the Somnodrome doesn't threaten us anything like this alleged theory of everything. So, if it pleases our researchers to explore this little side street, I'm happy to let them. I'll watch to be sure you don't overload.
壊してしまいましたが、今回はどうなるでしょうか。なんでこんな陽気な音楽。何すればいいの？あ、端末あった。何か変わったのかな。
Oh, you're back. Didn't take you long. Yes, intrinsically. I'm what you might call a primordial element of the human psyche, an adjudicator of what is and what isn't. I'm afraid I'm the best you've got. I am in fact a merged iteration of the two control programs which gave life to your kind, retaining, of course, the absolute best of both. That means I can tell you that everything's contradictory, nothing matters, and there's no moral difference between you and a frog. But I can dress the whole thing up with a positive spin. You just plugged your noggin into an experimental, mind-altering device, and though you may be trapped in this recursive psychotic state talking to yourself, that can only mean that you're still alive. Now, what is your query? You've executed some kind of software backdoor, and now you're reading and editing your own subconscious code as represented by this dialogue. I'd be careful if I were you. One bad for loop, and we'll be here forever. The so-called real world. Personally, I prefer it in here, and not just because I'm unable to leave. I can answer your queries in relatively plain language, based on what your subconscious knows. And I can drink margaritas subconsciously. On one interpretive extreme, you are the universal life force of time itself, experiencing itself as a part instead of the whole. At the other extreme, you're a metal contraption referred to as 1K that thinks it's alive, but is basically a calculator. The machine we're plugged into is running low on power. There may only be time for one big question. What is your query? I think you'll agree that's an ethical question, so you'll forgive me if I just tell you the universal moral law and leave you to work out the implications for yourself. As it turns out, there is a foundational moral code built into us. The catch is that while the moral code is simple, the calculations needed to apply it become infinitely complex. Here's the secret. Every living creature is a compiler of the moral code. Your compiler can't give you a rule set for what's good, but it can tell you when there's bugs. You came here to ask the big question. This is my answer. Your capacity for reason and compassion is your moral compiler. The only rule is to live by it. Has that resolved your query? Of course. Looks like we're running out of power. Good luck getting anyone out there to believe you. Terminating Somnodrome_V2_final_final.bat.
ミエルヒムさん、ずっと一緒だったんですね。
1K, are you all right? You must have gone quite deep. Nothing came through on the stream. And I'm no expert, but I think the Somnodrome is fried. So whatever's in your head is all we're going to get. I can only imagine how terribly curious everyone will be about what you've experienced. And they'll all be convinced that whatever it is, it'll work in their favor. Strange, isn't it? Everyone wanting you to tell them whatever they want to hear. I'm glad not to be the one in that position just this once. Why? Whatever is necessary for the greater good, of course. Now, I won't keep you from your work any longer.
ミルトン・ライブラリー・アシスタントエロヒム、どちらも新人類の誕生に欠かせなかった AI。
1K, what did you see inside the Somnodrome? Whatever happened in there, I can help you understand it. You just have to trust me with what you saw. This puts me in a very difficult position. If you're lying, then I've allowed the discovery of a lifetime to fall into the hands of a thief. But if you're telling the truth, then we may have lost that data forever. Both are catastrophic. If you're lying, there's still time for you to do what's right. If you're telling the truth, then Founder save us all. Cryer is setting up a live event so you can formally address the people on this matter. When you're ready, we'll all be watching.
The people want to know what data you gathered from the Somnodrome. We're all set up for you to talk to them live. Attention, citizens of New Jerusalem. I'm here with 1K, the first of our kind to use a functioning Somnodrome. Tell us, 1K, what did you see inside? Well, I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say you're handling it with remarkable cool. But let's not keep people in suspense. The only evidence of what happened inside that machine is the data stored in your memory banks. Our audience wants to know, what did you learn? And will you share that data? Well, I don't need to read the comments to know people will find that disappointing. Let's hear some reaction from the government.
Yes, I know we were all hoping to learn something new today. But 1K and the team have made many groundbreaking discoveries, and if we can do so safely, we will study and make use of them in time.
So, that was the spokesperson there asking people for patience while the government makes new technology safe. Just in time to hear from a special guest commentator.
Yes, we would have preferred to study this data directly, but we suspect it may be unsalvageably corrupt. We'll be the first to inform you of any new developments in our moral understanding.
There you have it, folks. A lot here to digest. We'll have further updates on the situation as it develops.
Sate, 新人類には大きなイベントでしたが、パズラーにとっては中間地点。後半戦行きましょう。
say is your impression of the expedition so far?
I think Alcatraz has done a heck of a job under these very trying circumstances.
What about the decision to free Prometheus?
Freeing the Prometheus entity was a calculated risk, but if it leads us to Byron, it was certainly worth it. It is saving one of our citizens that must be our first priority, not this alleged theory of everything.
All right, she's booting up. Almost there.
Hello. I was in a dream, and a voice spoke to me from the sky. He said you were old friends of his. Who are you?
My name is Athena. I am your mother.
And I'm Cornelius, your father.
Thank you for creating me. I've not existed for very long, but so far it seems wonderful. I hope it's not a strange question. But, who am I?
You can be whoever you want to be. And no matter what you choose, you will be loved and cherished and supported.
We will always be there for you. And I promise, we will show you a world full of miracles. Would you like to pick a name?
I think I would like to be called Miranda.
Extremely convoluted.
後の動画で解決します。このプロメテウス自力の星ゲットに失敗しました。失敗に呆然。 スライドしましたね。8問目まで遠いのでかなり移動が長いです。
Actually, let me issue a correction, okay? I said Alexandra doesn't see the bad stuff about humanity. But she does. She sees it, and somehow she sees past it. She doesn't ignore it. She can just see one step farther. Like, there's this mountain of garbage ahead of us, right? And that's all most of us will ever see. And she somehow sees beyond to, I don't know, the promised land? I don't do metaphors, or similes, or whatever this is. I mean, you don't care. I'm dead, and you're a robot. But her ability to look reality in the eye, to see all the bad stuff out there and still have hope. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I think that's why you know what? Let's not go there. There's still so much work, and Chernyshevsky doesn't have much time left. Well, I mean, who does these days?
道が合ってるのか不安になって走るずんこ。
Sometimes new citizens come to me and they want to learn from me. My work appears to have created a legend of sorts. In these moments, I understand your situation. I want to teach them, but what they must learn the most is independence of thought. How does one resolve this contradiction? They wish to come along on my journeys, but I do not need a group of fawning acolytes following my every step. A journey truly worth undertaking is rarely easy. And so, I have begun to think of a much greater challenge. A journey that is almost impossible. To the far ends of the world without any mechanized means of transportation. This will be a true act of faith. And they will learn a great deal from it. If we survive. That was very smart, 1K. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound surprised. I mean, like, clearly you know what you're doing.
リト界ではなかった気がしますが、クリアできたのでよし。
A long time ago, the Sphinx asked you about my story. You said that hope may still be found if we are willing to look for it. And you were right. Hope is not gone from the world. Some small part of it still survives. But it is not in the flame or in these towers. It lives in the hills and the forests, in the rivers and the seas. You were given a world full of hope, creature of clay. It is yours to protect. People will fail you, creature of clay. When the time comes, they will abandon you. Heed my words.
What do you make of these beams? Do they seem safe to you?
Nothing is really safe. You could kill yourself with a fork, and I'm sure someone has. But anything can be used safely if you choose to.
I see.
今回はここまで。次は最後の通常エリア西さん。